Hello and welcome. So I'm going to have a look at the Times Quick Cryptic Crossword, and this is being published on Monday the 9th of December 2024, and it's been set by Alex. Now, just to look back in my record shows that the last puzzle was about 11 minutes, the one before that was about 20, the one before that was 9, and then I got 20 in the 20s as well, so not sure. But I also haven't successfully solved an Alex in under 20 minutes for about 5 attempts now, so could be interesting. I think this is our female set of Victoria's one. Anyway, enough waffle. I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Suspect vapor corrosion. Ooh, something rust, I think those. I don't know. Mistrust. Mistrust, yes. Fragment caught by joint. Chip. C-hip. Smarten up, stable hand. Okay, I don't know. Remove top of picture for sorcerer. Top picture frame. Also witch. Wizard. Ugh. Gun with small nose is a gun. S. Sorrel seems strangely savage. Okay, so that's just an anagram. Sorrel seems. I don't know what it is. Something strangely savage. Russell Simmel. Thinly sliced second piece of offal. Piece of offal would normally be O, wouldn't it? Thinly sliced. Gosh. Back one language. Back. Aft stern one. Hind. Hindi. Redesigned sleepers beyond compare. Peerless. Okay. What am down here? I know I'm down. Scent, anger, scent, fragrance. Golly. And this one was a smarten up, stable hand. Okay. Worldly former sovereign having break during test. Cool. Worldly. Earth something during test. Oral. Former sovereign having rest. Former sovereign king rest. Gosh, bit of beer I eradicated for a stranger. Eerier, I think that is. I think that's a hidden word, a cleverly hidden word, a funnily hidden word as well. As sets. Curious need developed over time. So, is that curious need? Yeah, it's 11 letters. There's no and in there. On, so. I think it starts so. Developed over time. In. I don't know. I'm going to put an in there, but I'm not sure. I can't see how that develops itself. Puzzled birds in sack. Puzzled birds in sack. Birds in a sack, I suppose. Puzzled. So sack ending in ed, probably, to get to puzzled. Pwah. Start to peel. F peach. Every single. Yeah, each and every. This one down here. Peer is almost ahead of schedule. Peer is almost ahead of schedule. Earl and early. Crazy act involving people with time. Deed meant. Crazy. Don't know. Okay, well, I've got these again. Oh, got them. Don't know what that's doing. Yeah, gun with small. Can't think what that is. I think that's a some word, but sorrel some. I'm going to try putting S-O-M-E in there. Is that right? There's an O for curious. S thinly sliced. Don't know. Disaster as endless pot. Poe and ecstasy is introduced by jazz fans. So, a jazz fan. I've forgotten the name of. I've seen it before. Disaster. Golly. Trustworthy about having exposure to risk. About is having exposure to risk is I don't know if that's a I, do I? Refined film about a strange angel. So is that E? Refined is Englate. Film about. A strange angel. Elegant. Elegant, there we are. Okay. Partial to posh European dish. Partial posh European dish. Ugh. Mostly modest objective. Mostly modest object. So is that object in the sense of an item, or is that an object in the sense of... I don't want to do that. Shed. She had. So I'm not reading out the clues. Rudimentary darling is a shed. That must be crazy act to involve people with time. Something dated. Cool. That's a hard set puzzle. Okay, let's have a look at these down the crosses, which doesn't really help me much. Smarten up, stable hand. Spruce, smarten up. Scent anger. I've got no feel. Worldly, former sovereign. Ex king having break during test. Ex or... Oh. Okay, so I need to sort out these two anagrams really nice. Seems, what's that one? Sorrel, whatever that means. Probably I've got rid of some, I think. I think I'm getting rid of some from that. And I've got an R at the top that's going. And another E, I think. So that leaves me SSRLE. Savage. Doesn't really. Maybe it isn't a some word then. Okay, that doesn't help me. And this one, curious need. Curious. That's really, if I take out the in, developed. I mean, is it an anagram? Over time. Doesn't look like the letters would make an anagram. I mean, it might be one of those very cleverly done ones. Gosh. Disaster as endless pot, and ecstasy is introduced by jazz fan. I can't remember what jazz fan is. That's the trouble. So I'm really stuffed, I think. Remove top of picture, full sorcerer. Top picture is a image. Mage. Gosh, oh really? Smarten up. Stable. Smarten up. Stable hand. I want to put giant there. I don't think that fits. What's this? Gun with small nose. And there's my S, I assume. Nose is a... Thinly sliced second piece of offal. I can't think of a thinly sliced or second piece of offal. Don't know what offal is really. Beyond the innards of something or other. Scent anger. Obviously a double definition. Scent, smell, anger, rage. That's what we're selling this CE, isn't it? Or an SE. Incense. I think it's an SE then. Incense. Okay, what have we got here? It's a cat, isn't it? A cat. I think it's a jazz fan. Cat. Okay, so that one there was something over time, wasn't it? Involving people with time. Crazy act. Involving people with time. maybe not, I don't know. Endless Pot and Ecstasy is introduced by Jazz Fan. Catastrophic, I think. Catastrophic. Okay. Catastrophe. I don't really say that. Trophy. Endless Pot is a trophy. I think. That Y doesn't look good though. Cat. So as Endless Pot, as troph. Catastrophe, I think that is. Ew, really? Have I picked up the quick, Chris? Did I pick up the quick? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay, just checking. It is the quick crossword. Gosh. Thinly slice. Puzzled birds in sack. I mean, there's so many birds. It's just a bad clue, really. For if you haven't got the letter, if you've got checking letters, that's fine. But I'm going to look so I could see. Excuse me. This is clearly I've got very bored already. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Having exposed to risk. Exposed to risk. I can't think what that is. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I just feel very. I want to say downhearted about this crossword. Really, I just feel like, oh right, it's just. It feels beyond me. You know, words like mage and catastrophe. So it all seems. Come on, I'm going to get this. So what's this? I assume this is an anagram. S R R S S M L. 3 E's. I don't know. Assuming that is an anagram. It must be with a word like sorrel, mustn't it? And the letters I've got already are, which are only R. I'm not even sure it's near. Oh, actually. Maybe that's part why I went wrong. Let's take that out for a minute. Remorseless, I think it is. Suddenly, remorseless goes in. Okay. Oh, well. In, and that one. In the curious need. In the. Is it curious? Is it in the something? In. Q. In row. Okay, well that doesn't work, does it? X. What's this? Smart up is to gleam. Glam. Gloom. Groom. Okay. Oh, stable is a groom. No, this is gun. Yeah. Hooter. Hooter and shooter. Okay. Terrestrial. Biff. That's a test with double R in it. I don't know why double R. Terrestrial. Test. Oh yeah, ER. R. Having had a break. Rest. Oh, trial. Okay, gosh. Thinly slice. Second piece of offal. Shiver. Liver. Sliver. Okay. Curious need. That's still a blooming thing. Okay, well it looks a bit better than it did, eh? It's in the... I've got an R and an E in there, haven't I? Let's get them. So what excuse me, I've got 2 E's, they've gone. And I've got rid of the R, so I've got S, N, D, C, U, U, I, O, which doesn't make me feel particularly sure, but that's going to be in one. Okay, in one. I can't be in one, can it? Okay, let's put one though. Is one. what's that leave? D O D C. Course, I think it is. Let's look at that course. Let's put course. So it was C O U R S E. In due course. Wow. Okay. Due course. Mostly modest. Object is to. I'm actually down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crazy act involving people with time. I mean, demented, I suppose. Deed with demented, isn't it? Demented. Okay. This one, partial. Okay, we've got partial to posh. European dish. Is that just another anagram? Hidden word, sorry. Posh. Oh, posh. Toposh. There's European. Fondue. Fondue. Golly. Puzzled. Yeah, it's going to be okay. So I'm down to the last 3 now. That's not going too bad actually. Sure, that's an E. D. So yeah, trustworthy. About having to exposure to risk. Retire, refire, I'm not sure if I'm thinking about what trustworthy is or the other one really. Sack is bed, isn't it? It must be re what? That was in due course. That's definitely got an I in it, hasn't it? Curious need. Yeah, in due course. Say deter there, but mostly modest. It's not a hidden word. Modest is object. Deter, defer, demur. Is that demur? If that was demure, what would that be? Bemused? Emused, yeah, bemused. I think that's demure. I don't understand why. Demur. I think, yeah, demure and demur. So that just leaves this one, which must be a BLE ending. So R something E, RE, R. I think it's an RE. RE something I something. Bull. Have to wibble, re-wibble, redibble, retibble. Trustworthy. I really want to put responsible here, but rigible, rigimble. There's possibility isn't a reword. That's the only trouble. Okay, so what can this be? Z no, X no, C. Is it a reword? I'm sure it should, but about having. Exposed risk is. Okay, let's keep going on the thing. Reliable, they are. Okay, boom. Oh, and bemused to go in there. Hurrah! 1993. Well, okay, that was tough. I mean, you cannot believe how absolutely excited I am to finish that in 1903. I know I'm not excited in the sense of being excited, but actually how I felt halfway through that. Until I got that remorseless clue, I really thought I wasn't going to get that done. So let's go through, because I did not think it was nice with mage and catastrophe. I mean, not in due course. Maybe it's just me. Maybe the fact I can get reliable maybe makes me think it's hard, but then demure and fondue. Okay, let's look. We've got suspect. If you suspect someone, you mistrust them. A vapour is a mist, and corrosion is rust. Fair enough. A fragment is a chip, and we've got core is C, and the hip joint. We've got smarten up. If you smarten up something, it's a double def. So if you smarten something up, you groom it, and a stable hand is a groom. I've got another double definition here. Scent and anger. So both incense and incense. We've got a trial, which is the test. We've got a rest, which is the break, and we've got the former sovereign, the ER, which is Elizabeth's Regina. So put those together gives you worldly terrestrial. Got a hidden word here of area, which is hidden in beer I eradicated. I like that, I have to say. Bitov was telling us it's a hidden word, and stranger. Area is stranger. Like and as are synonyms. That's like that. That's like something. That's as good as. Groups are sets. Property is assets. Curious need is an anagram of in due course, and overtime is in due course. Developed is the anagram indicator. Puzzled is bemused. We've got emus going into the bed. We've got start to peel, P, and every single is each and every one, and a fruit is a peach. We've got peer is almost, so almost is. We've got a peer is an earl, and almost ahead of schedule, so almost early. Take the Y off. Crazy is demented, and we've got a deed, an act, a deed involving people, men with time demented. On the downs we've got mage, which is a sorcerer, and take the top of the picture, an image off, so image becomes mage. We've got a small hooter for a small nose, and a gun is a shooter. Remorseless is an anagram of sorrel seams, indicated by strangely, and remorseless is savage. A thinly slice is a sliver. Second, which is thinly slice, sliver. That's a strange bit of. That's a lot of. The set, instead of just saying a thin slice, which is a sliver, you might get to thinly slice means it becomes a verb, and not so. I don't know anyone who slivers things as a. Anyway, second is S, and a piece of offal is the liver. Back is hind, and one is an I. Gives you Hindi for a language. Redesigned is taken as an anagram of sleepers, which is peerless, and peerless is beyond compare. A disaster is a catastrophe. As is literally going as, and endless pot, so a trophy. As trophy going into a cat, which is a jazz fan, and ecstasy is E on the end. Trustworthy is reliable, fair enough. Re for about, writing to you about this, re this matter. Exposure to risk is liable. Refined is telling us, refined is elegant. We've got the film E.T. E.T. the Extraterrestrial comes up occasionally from setters, going about strange angel, so an anagram of angel in the middle of that to get to elegant. Partial is fond. Posh is U for upper class, 50s terminology, and E for European gives you the fondue dish. Mostly modest is demure with an E. I think demure is being modest with an E on the end of it. And if you object, it's demure. That woman is she. Well, that woman had, so she had shed, which is a rudimentary dwelling. So there we go. All done, 1903. I'm very pleased to get through that.